Hello, good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at in the world today. Thank you so much for joining us here on this wonderful broadcast I have for you. So, we're going to talk a little bit about plans, life, and your way. And I'm going to boil this down to just some simple little steps that I use and that I teach people to use that makes it so much simpler to reach a goal, to achieve the goal, not just reach it, but achieve it to the best of your ability. And again, I say best of your ability because, friends, that's going to depend on the skills you have. Now, skills are not something you're actually born with. You're born with a talent. We all have a talent that we're born with. So if you are hiding that talent or you're not using that talent, then you are doing a disservice to the people who need the talent you have. They need to hear from you. They need to see you. They need to interact with you because we all have a talent that we're born with. Some people have a musical talent, which is wonderful. Some people have a talent for mathematics. Some people are sciencey, techie, that type of person, fabulous, creative. Some people are sculpting in the arts and that type of thing. Down to it is, some people have a swimming talent. But down to it, we all have a talent that we're good at. So when you look at your talent and what you're good at and what you love to do, above and foremost, you have to love what you're doing. And if you have a talent, 9 out of 10 times you're going to love what you're doing with that talent. Maybe it's gardening, maybe it's arts, whatever it is. So what I do and what I teach people to do, because I started this just for myself, and then as I branched out and started teaching more people to do the planning and how to get around it and how to make it simpler, I was seeing not just my own success flourish, but I was seeing other people have enormous amounts of success in their businesses, like crazy. And I was thinking, you know what, this is really good. This system that and I'm sure other people have created this same system, I just haven't heard of it. But what I do, this is just what I do, and this is what I'm teaching people to do. And like I said, I'm seeing people have success, and I'm hearing them come back and say, oh my gosh, Christy, that was so simple. And now look what I'm doing. Look at my success, look what I'm having, look what's coming back. So what I do, so be prepared, is first of all, it's a mindset. And I have a mindset of, this is my life. I'm going to live it my way. I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to flourish. I am being the success that I see myself being. And when you have that mindset, it's going to be very hard for anything to get in the way of that. So have that mindset first and foremost in your mind. Don't doubt yourself in any way, shape, or form, because you are an amazing being in an amazing world. So what I do, are you ready for the golden nuggets? What I do is, everyone knows I have goals, and I set my goals out for a long-term range, right? And we all should have goals, but I break those goals down into bite-sized pieces, which that's not a secret that I've had held. I give that secret freely. But the next thing I do is I break everything down into weeks. Oh, thank you. I break it down into a week. I put on my plan. It's called my plan. I would show it to you, but it's on my wall, and it's a board, and I can't get my computer to turn around. So, but what I do is I make a plan for the week. What am I going to do each day for the week? And I'll write down different things on each day. And the trick is, I have the mindset of, this is my plan. this is my life. I'm going to spend this part of my life working on this. I'm going to do it my way. Always my way. Because if you try to run your life someone else's way, you're going to find resentment is going to creep in. And you're not going to have a lot of prosperity. You're not going to have a lot of success if you have resentment clicking in. So, but I always have a 7-day plan. And I know a lot of people out there saying, well, I only want to work 5 days a week. Then have a 5-day plan. Well, I only want to work 2 days a week. Well, then you're going to have a lot to do in that 2 days. So have a 2-day plan. So, but at the end, by the end of the week, and I do a 7-day plan because I do work every day. It doesn't matter where I'm going. It doesn't matter if I'm on vacation. It doesn't matter if I'm out cruising around with the grandkids. There is a free time within my day where I've got free me time. We have maybe only be 20 minutes, but I've got it. Why not use it to benefit my life, my way? And I do. So I always make sure by the end of the week, I've crossed off all of my planned to-dos for the week and what I plan to do. How many people I plan to help, how many sales I plan to make, how much money I plan to bring in, and that's based on my sales. But one thing everyone knows, you do not ever focus on the money. Focus on what you're going to get, okay? What is that money going to bring you? That's what you focus on. So I look at my plan throughout the day because it's in front of my face. And I found some years back, if something is in front of my face, my thoughts are always going to those tasks that I need to do because it's in front of my face. Therefore, I'm giving it thought energy. Where thought goes, energy flows. So I'm giving it that by looking at it every day. So, and I plan to have this done, and I plan to do that, and I plan to have that. But when I plan it out day by day, I break it down, it's not so hard to complete because I'm taking little steps. So the plan, I find, is on clarity. What I do, it gives me control of my life. So when I plan it out, I get clarity. I get clear on what my mission is. I get clear on my plan. I get clear on the outcome. And when I do, it gives me control of my life, right? And by giving myself control, clarity and control equals what? Self-confidence. It gives me self-confidence in who I am and what I'm creating and what I'm doing. So I invest in myself and grow my skills every day. I like to learn something new every day. And this little step here of making a plan, putting it in front of yourself so you see it every day throughout the day, get a piece of cardboard or poster board. That's what it's called. Or you can use a whiteboard, or you can use do it on your computer and print out the calendar of what you want to do. I have a little whiteboard up here on above my desk, so I can erase it at the end of the week and start over on Sunday, and I end Sunday night. So usually by Sunday afternoon, I'm writing out new things I want to do for the week. And I've already crossed off everything that I had on my plan. Granted, you have to know your plan, your way, is yourself. Nobody else is making you do what you set for yourself and your tasks. No one else is making you learn the skills you need to have a successful business. No one is making you have an income. I don't say a paycheck. If you are thinking that you need a paycheck, you're never going to get where you really want to go. Because if you're in the paycheck mindset, you're saying you have to go out and work for somebody else and not do it for yourself to have a paycheck. A paycheck and an income are two different things. I do not have a paycheck. I have an income. The income allows me to have the money I have and more and more and more and more. By having the mindset and the clarity on where I'm going, the clarity and the control I have of my clarity in my mindset, in my life, in my business, that allows me to create a plan every week, a new plan on where I'm going, on what I'm doing. And always do a plan of something that is going to take you further. And say, for instance, this came up in another training that we did. This came up in another one, but what you do is, if for some reason you do not get one thing finished on your plan to do, you better give yourself a really good reason why you didn't, because I found out I am my own worst enemy, my own worst boss. I have been a leader and a boss my whole life. I've had employees under me my whole life. And I find when I became my own employee that I was my own worst employee. I was harder on myself than any boss I've ever had, than any CEO has ever been to me, than anything. I am harder on myself. So if this is you and you're harder on yourself, then you're probably going to see success. You're probably going to follow your plan. It's going to be your plan, your life, your way. It is that easy. So, and in the discipline that it takes, and as you're doing this, you're going to find you're getting more discipline. You're going to have more discipline to not just to help others to succeed, but you're going to have more discipline to show others the opportunity to get the skills that they need to follow the plan, to follow their dream, to create a new dream. Okay, well, your plan is something you create yourself for your own business, for the way you're doing it. If you need coaching or training, then please message me on that and we will get you on board. If you're looking to grow yourself and to get more skills, then definitely let me know. So, and I always say my next breakthrough is on the way. You're going to have new ideas. You're going to have clarity come. You're going to have more control over what you want. You're going to have more self-confidence in what you're doing. So as you're doing this and it's going your way, so always say, my plan, my life, my way, and the next breakthrough is on the way. You've always got something coming your way. There's always more insight, because where thought goes, energy flows. And it's simple. It is that simple. But like I said, this is something I do, and I do it every week. I make a plan. I break my plan down by day. I look at my plan every day to see how far I've got, what I have to do, what needs to be done, what is my next step. And if I don't get something done, I'm going to work a little harder. I'm going to work until I get it done. If it's something that's going to take longer to maybe edit a video and my system's not working, or if something crashed, I have no control over that. So if it's something I have no control over, I will take it to the next week, but reluctantly. I will try everything I can to move it to another day in that week to try to get it if I had a crash in the system. Like I had a crash in the system here a couple weeks ago, where my Create program, they were having issues and they had to keep upgrading their server, and it kept crashing on my system, and I wasn't able to get my video edited the way I wanted it edited, so I had to push it forward. I don't put it off. I never put anything off that needs to be done. I always push it forward. So do that, but don't put anything off, and have confidence, self-confidence in yourself. Make your plan. Your weekly plan. Every week you need a plan. Starting on Monday, you need to start your plan. What do you need to do? And I like to have my plan before Monday. I don't want to sit down Monday and start writing my plan. I want to have my plan in place by Sunday. And like I said, you can do these things in little or no time. It just depends on where you're at and where your self-confidence is. And I'm always, always turning into my next dream. Because you're going to find, you're going to create, and you're going to succeed more and more, faster and faster every day. The more you do this, it's going to get easier, and you're going to find you're going to get more success. Because you're being consistent, you have clarity, you have control, and you have self-confidence. Because when you have clarity plus control equals self-confidence in who you are and what you're doing and what your why is. So take this step, and it's so simple. It's just a matter of you taking the time to write it out. Okay? It is that simple. If you need more skills, if you need to learn how to get people to say yes to your opportunity, which means this will also highlight your mindset. It will also help you to grow the skills you need to be that person that's in that confident level. Take a look at our masterclass we have right now. It's chock full of bonuses, and it's chock full of training. It will help you, and it's helping so many people right now who are taking this and going through it one step at a time. And you're always on your own time. You can't rush learning when you're on your own time. You're going to learn what you need to learn. You're going to be the success you are based on the skills you learn. Okay? That is that easy. So I do have a link here for you to get in there to the master class. It is a master class, and it is to grow your skills and get your opportunity to say yes, that people say yes to your opportunity, to you, and whatever you're selling. This is a skill set, and it is amazing. I actually took it myself because I wanted to see what was going on, and you know what? I even learned, and I already been doing this for some time, but I learned some different tricks for myself. So I know if I can learn something, I know everybody else can too. So please like, share, and subscribe here to our YouTube channel, and hit that dinger bell for YouTube, because we're trying to grow this channel, and we will. There's no doubt about it. But look at your plan, look at your life, look at my way. It's all about you and what you're doing. Okay? I know you can do this. Any questions, comments, concerns, please hit me up with a private message, and I will get back to you. Okay, guys, I'll talk to you later. Have a super blessed day. Bye-bye.